It all began with a simple ticket purchase at a local charity event, a mere $10 for a chance to win a free trip to a destination I could only dream about. I had never won anything before, so when the announcement echoed through the hall, I was in disbelief. My name was called, and my heart raced as I stepped forward to claim my prize. The destination? A week-long getaway to the vibrant city of Paris. I could hardly contain my excitement as I envisioned myself wandering through the cobblestone streets, savoring croissants in quaint cafes, and soaking up the rich history of one of the world's most romantic cities. The weeks leading up to the trip were a whirlwind of planning and anticipation. I dove headfirst into researching Paris, crafting an itinerary that balanced iconic landmarks with hidden gems. I wanted to experience the city like a local, immersing myself in its culture, cuisine, and art. I scoured travel blogs, watched videos, and joined online forums to gather tips from seasoned travelers. Each piece of information fueled my excitement, and as the departure date approached, I found myself daydreaming about standing beneath the Eiffel Tower, the sun setting behind it, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink. When the day finally arrived, I packed my suitcase with care, selecting outfits that reflected the Parisian style I admired from afar. I imagined myself strolling along the Seine, feeling the fabric of a chic dress sway in the breeze, and capturing candid moments against the backdrop of the city's stunning architecture. With my passport in hand and a heart full of dreams, I boarded the plane, ready for an adventure that felt surreal. As the plane touched down at Charles de Gaulle Airport, a wave of exhilaration washed over me. I was finally here. The air was filled with a mix of excitement and a hint of anxiety as I navigated my way through the bustling terminal. After clearing customs, I stepped outside, and the cool Parisian breeze greeted me like an old friend. The city was alive, and I could feel its energy pulsing through me. I hopped into a taxi, my heart racing as we drove through the streets, each turn revealing a new sight that took my breath away. My first stop was the iconic Eiffel Tower. Standing before it, I felt a surge of emotion. The sheer magnitude of the structure was awe-inspiring, and I couldn't help but smile as I looked up at its intricate iron lattice. I joined the throngs of tourists, capturing photos and soaking in the atmosphere. As I climbed to the observation deck, the view of the sprawling city below was nothing short of magical. Paris stretched out before me, a tapestry of history and culture, and I felt an overwhelming sense of gratitude for this opportunity. Each day brought new adventures. I wandered through the charming streets of Montmartre, where artists displayed their work and the scent of freshly baked baguettes wafted through the air. I visited the Louvre, standing in awe before the Mona Lisa, her enigmatic smile captivating me. I savored the rich flavors of French cuisine, from delicate pastries at patisseries to hearty meals at bistros. Every bite was a celebration of culinary artistry, and I found joy in the simplicity of a well-crafted dish. One afternoon, I stumbled upon a small vintage shop tucked away in a narrow alley. Inside, I discovered a treasure trove of unique clothing and accessories. As I sifted through racks of exquisite garments, I felt inspired. The pieces spoke to me, each with its own story, and I couldn't resist trying on a stunning vintage dress that made me feel like I had stepped into another era. I purchased it, envisioning myself wearing it at a chic Parisian soirée, twirling under the stars. As my trip unfolded, I found myself embracing spontaneity. I joined a local walking tour that led me through hidden corners of the city, where I learned about its history from passionate guides. I made friends with fellow travelers, sharing laughter and stories over glasses of wine at outdoor cafes. Each interaction added depth to my experience, reminding me of the beauty of connection and the shared joy of exploration. On my final night in Paris, I treated myself to a dinner cruise along the Seine. As the boat glided through the water, the city illuminated by twinkling lights, I reflected on the incredible journey I had embarked upon. The Eiffel Tower sparkled in the distance, and I felt a sense of fulfillment wash over me. I had not only explored a new city, but had also discovered a piece of myself along the way. The experience had transformed me, igniting a passion for travel that I knew would linger long after I returned home. As I boarded the plane back, I carried with me not just souvenirs but memories that would last a lifetime. The trip had begun with a simple raffle ticket, but it had blossomed into an adventure that opened my eyes to the world. Paris had woven its magic into my heart, and I knew this was just the beginning of many more journeys to come. With a promise to myself to embrace every opportunity, I settled into my seat, already dreaming of where my next adventure might lead me.